You see this goddamn shit? I'm just now lighting the goddamn altar up for Nipsey. And y'all light y'all's up today, goddamn it. For everybody that love him and support him. I was told, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. This is the first jury day selection for the jury trial for Eric Holder, the one that's been accused and indicted and arrested and been held for the murder, the assassination of Nipsey Hussle, King Nipsey Hussle, Armias Joseph Ashgadam. I've been working on this and putting this up here. Some of my good students, I'm not going to stay long. I'm going to come back at them because we're going to get into the first part of this motherfucking shit. We're going to come on a little bit later once I damn lay down and rest and fucking meditate. But I wanted y'all to see this here because this motherfucker is jumping off in LA. Real goddamn early this motherfucking morning, and we with this shit they with, goddamn it, from the ATL and the dirty South all the way to motherfucking LA, worldwide in this bitch. And we want this trial to proceed. We want the jury to be picked. We want it all on and motherfucking popping, goddamn it. So I had to get up and get this altar done. I want y'all to see. I just lit it. It ain't even really and goddamn meditating and getting really goddamn on and popping real good. But you see this shit, the nigga up, the nigga busy. The nigga busy. The nigga's real goddamn active in this bitch. You see this shit? I know a lot of y'all love him and support him as much as I do. And he's showing y'all love and support. You see that? The nigga busy, goddamn it. The nigga's off the motherfucking chain in this bitch, goddamn it. We ready to motherfucking go. So if you got your goddamn altars up, like that shit, ain't that shit pretty, goddamn it? My main student that love me and support me. I mean, the nigga's so motherfucking raw and off the chain. He done told me to put his goddamn name on his motherfucking chair, goddamn it. So he can sit here and have a front row seat to the goddamn jury. You see that shit? You see that shit, goddamn it? Nigga done made me put his name up because this nigga's in court. He the main goddamn judge, jury, and executioner in the bitch. You see this nigga wild. This nigga off the goddamn chain that's gonna set shit the way he goddamn want it. All right, let me turn this back around the fuck, because I want y'all to see this here. I ain't even dressed up, washed up. I'm so goddamn wore out and tired because this is what I wanted to do. So every day I've been putting this altars up here, praying for him, meditating for him. Thank y'all for donating and contributing to me to put your prayer requests up here on the altar. I love every moment of it. I'm glad y'all trust me and believe me with your believe in me to give me your deepest prayer requests and desires. Their special roots and herbs. And Nipsey gave me the formula for that I put in your candles for not just putting your candle here for 7 days, or if you want it more, because you know you see the altar is so active. It has so much energy on it. Hey, Sarah Mama. Hey, baby, I love you. Nippalicious, dripalicious in this motherfucker, okay? Tessa Tamara, I love her. I say hello. And it's so much energy and intensity. So I doubt if they're going to burn past 7 days. But if you want them, take EBT. No, baby, I don't want to do that. If you was here and doing this, I would love to give you something in return. I don't want to do that. I don't feel right taking that unless me and you trade and do things together. Because I like to give back to everybody that gives to me and look out for me. Because one of my sister friends, my spiritual sister, she had sent me some orange juice, and I wanted some orange juice. I love the orange juice, the thick orange juice with the pulp and stuff in it. And she had sent me some dinners I like because I love mashed potatoes and gravy. And I had ordered me some food of my own a couple of days ago, my little snacks and things that I like. And I was so pissed off because they had sent me a whole house full of stuff that I didn't eat. I'm talking, they sent me big packs of chicken breasts, skinless, boneless drumsticks, and big packs of beef and ground beef, and sent milk and juice. I see I don't have a deep freezer. I sure wish they had. They fucking lied on me. Goddamn, because I had so much food and so much meat that I didn't have anywhere to put it because I don't really eat it like that unless I'm cooking on the option. They had to seal the holes up in the house and exterminate before I could cook some meats and things again. So luckily it's sealed up. But I had that food, and because she looks out for me and feeds me when I don't feel good, I told her, come over. I said, girl, I'm not even finna call. I did call and tell them they having the wrong food, and they were like, that's fine. We're gonna you can just keep, we're gonna send your real order since it was mixed up. And I said, girl, you over there, you got them babies and stuff, girl. This is fresh. I'm talking about like family pack shit I couldn't eat by myself. Real big, pretty boneless chicken breast family pack on, about 10 or 12 in the goddamn pack. Big old pack of skinless drumsticks in there, a big pack of ground beef, like 2 of them, and 2 packs of milk and cheese, and 2 packs of eggs, big like 12 packs of eggs, like 24 eggs and shit in it. And I was like, you help me and look out for me, even though I don't really ask her to get big stuff like that. It's just the fact that she's done it for me and looked out for me. She didn't have time. I said, girl, you better come over here, bring your son. Girl, I got all this food in here, and I do not play now with this shortage and what's going on. So I wasn't gonna throw it outside because it was good food and all that meat. I said, girl, come over here, get that for your babies. And I don't want to ask nobody else. I want you to do it because you've been such a good sister to me. And she came over here, all that food. I'm like, oh, this is some good stuff. You got growing boys and them good meats and seasoning and cheese and eggs. I'm talking, they had salads and ice cream and popsicles, that stuff I don't eat. And so I like to look out for people that look out for me. It was about 10 bags. It was so much food. I said, come get all of it. Because, she get little stuff for me, like little lunch and orange juice and shit. I don't ask her to get big housefuls of shit like that, but I gave it to her because she's been a good sister to me. Not even my blood sister treat me better than my own. No, I'm not sweet for that, goddess. She was sweet because she looked out for me when I'm sick or I don't feel well, I couldn't walk or nothing. She looked out for me. So I don't have that many people that love. Y'all see this here? Oh, hi, baby. We love you too. And we praying for you, send all this energy. It's not my being sweet. She's sweet to me. Whoever my favorite students in here that love me, please put my cash app in here. Please click like on this video. Support on this. Can y'all see me? Because I got to get another phone. Well, hear me, brother. I want you to see me. I want you to see him. And I want you to see all his ancestors that are alive and the other ancestors that are alive and well in here that want justice. Who is the judge, baby? Tell me who's the judge. Because let me tell you something. And I'm going to come back and deal with this later. I'm so hot in here. The spirit's so strong out here. You see that on that baby picture? He is up, honey. Especially when I know that he was in some shit and bids out there in LA, goddamn, because the nigga told me to put his name on his goddamn chair. I ain't even real posted up my chair. I got a chair to match his, but I'm like, okay, he made me do that last night. I had to go and get that baby name because he said he wants y'all to see him and goddamn ID him and feel him, goddamn it, on his own motherfucking chair. This is a royal arrogant nigga right here. Have to have shit with his fucking name. So the imperial judge, he's the one who says, okay, let me tell y'all, isn't that pretty? And got the nigga name badge, like you in class the first day of school and shit. The first grade, they put your name badge on your chair, goddamn, so everybody know your motherfucking name. Let me show you one thing that is very stand out to me. Ooh, you see that? He told me to put roses right there. And we need a lot of red blood energy. And you know why he told me to put that red rose right there? Because although it is beautiful, he said that rose represents sacrifice. This is the sacrifice for the corporation so they can eliminate the righteous of the nation. This judge, this whole jury trial, this whole trial for murder for Eric Holder is nothing but a goddamn corporate play for the execution and the elimination of the indigenous people that originally owned this nation, that land, and that soil. And he shows me oil up is under that soil. They are fracking that soil. They are destroying the water resources of that soil. I'm talking about in California. And this is dealing with the marathon area, Crenshaw, Baldwin Hills. Y'all have to tell me, I have to look back with all the areas on that map. He said underneath that ground, it is bleeding oil. There's another red chemical. I have to look at to see what the name is and the chemical composition of it that's under the soil. A lot of natural resources is under there. There's drilling right now. There's construction right now. There's these super fast trains that are built right now, underground, above ground, and even right there on the ground we're on in LA. And then above the ground, up in the sky, dealing with another form of airline. So we want to look and see if there's going to be another airline in LA or coming to LA, or another branch of an airline that's already there, or another name or a change of a name. We're dealing with China. We're dealing with Ukraine. We are dealing with Russia. We're dealing with Iraq, Iran. This war, this fake war that he's setting up, and we're dealing with biological weapons and diseases too. And we're also dealing with a real estate housing crisis and bubble, food shortage coming up, a lot of crimes where people are basically going to turn on each other, kill each other, and destroy each other. Rolling blackouts in California, water shortages that will continue to destroy the food supply. Russia is and India. Russia, India. I gotta look up Ukraine. The other ones that they are telling me about that deal with wheat, oil, and water. So Biden acts like he's against Putin and attacking Putin. Putin is a very powerful, brilliant strategist. And China, they are in India. They export. The U.S. gets a lot of their resources, which is not wise, from Russia, China, India, and this Putin is taking over Ukraine. The U.S. is going to fall and suffer behind this. Like I told you the other night, the creature from Jekyll Island. And this is dealing with the Federal Reserve. Yes, please, can somebody post my cash app for me? Because I'm just trying to do this briefly. And if you can, I'm not going to stay here that long. I'll come back later when I have somebody that I can depend on to really love me and support me, like you say, and that will put it in there. I'm not just going to keep giving this information. You don't want to goddamn give it back. These resources that come to that the U.S. get from somewhere else instead of producing their own, along with animals, cows, bulls, chickens, buffalo, pigs, farmland, wheat. These are really bad crisis. And I'm telling you right now, Nipsey is telling me that this is all about the corporatocracy, if I'm pronouncing that right. Corporate America, corporate sponsorships, voting this year, gun laws, politics. He brought up Maxine Waters and somebody named Kwame. Remind me of, this is a black man that was in politics years ago. I don't know if he's still there. Kwame Kilpatrick, going back to the Hillary Clinton administration that is still active right now. Reaganomics and Bush the father, and a real bad economic free fall dealing with the Federal Reserve and interest rates that are lowered to the point that major corporations can buy up these houses and these apartments and these buildings to turn people to debt slaves, renters and debt slaves. And the ones that cannot pay their rent, they're doing it on purpose to crash the economy, crash the food source, crash the water source, crash the electricity, and bring in, this is a voting year. So this trial date, this jury trial selection was picked for this particular time and this particular year. This is a joke, a goddamn joke. Nipsey telling me political jury tampering. There's a judge involved in this that owns a farm, that lives on a farm that has a lot of land. There is a jury pool within a jury pool. He's showing me Hawaiian, Pacific Islander descent of somebody connected to this jury and the trial, and Jamaica and Europe. He seems saying British descent. Colombia is tied to the mayor's office, and Mexico and Nevada, and underground sex trafficking, drugs. Cowboys tied to this. He's a liar. He's in this. He's protected by his wealthy benefactors, along with Big U, some of the players, and All Money In. And this is tied to the marathon and the construction of it. That whole area they're getting ready to tear down and rebuild, and construction of it. And the remodeling of man, the destruction of the human race as you know it, tied into music labels, his management team, and the prison industrial complex. Stocks and bonds and Wall Street will fall and drop, and the resources will not be available. This is all tied into this case and multi-billion-dollar real estate development tying into Asians, tie into US money and papers and Bitcoin electronic currencies that are also washed and cleaned and money laundered through Asian organized crimes and banks and financial institutions, credit cards, debts. That whole system is crumbling and is being shifted, and they're getting ready to be more murders and gang wars, race wars, shootings, attacks on police attacking others, police being shot down, people being arrested and put in that prison industrial complex, and political prisoners and political refugees. It's always also ties to oil in Saudi Arabia, the whole Middle East, Iraq, Iran, Israel, Ethiopia, Sudan, Somalia. This goes very, very, very. Thank you, YFW Travels. Thank you, baby. Click like on this video, share, subscribe, hit donate so I can continue to do what I do. You see this. This is absolutely gorgeous. Nipsey told me there is a jury within a jury pool within a jury pool. He mentioned juror number 72. He mentioned juror number 13, 14, 3, 6, 9, 7. He said there are already fake jurors and paid jurors from corporations and lawyers that put this jury analysis and pool. They're going to throw the jury. They're picking people in the jury. There are also agents in the jury, FBI, CIA agents in the jury, and some of them jurors in there, some been put in there too, that's already having sex with the other juror, a male and a female, a white male. I'm seeing involved. Some of those people they're not going to, from what I see right now, they're not all so-called black. They're mixed race, mixed descendants, Asian, Latin, Pacific Islander. They might be black and Hawaiian. They may be black and Asian, but there are people also from the Asian community, white men. I'm seeing they already have the jury tampered list, the swing jurors. When you see the jury being picked, I already know there's a other corporate sponsored jury that you do not see. There are about 3 different juries, and some of the jurors are tied to Eric Holder's former lawyer that has now become a judge out there. In this case, it's watching over him to help swing votes. There is a secret group of dirty judges that are tied to politicians that they control. They're also mentioning Maxine Waters' district, mentioning Big U and LAPD, and judges that don't even make decisions. Judges are told what the fuck to do. This is not about justice, getting justice and punishing Eric Holder. This is not about getting justice and punishment for the murder of Nipsey. This is a political trial in a political season in a voting year. You have to look at that. That's why he told me put the red roses. This is a sacrifice. He is just like, he's a part of the patsy for the JFK murder. And he is put up here. He's a Manchurian candidate set up for theater. This is theater. Start looking at the next music award ceremonies and who's getting nominated right now. I don't know what music awards they're getting ready to have now, but you need to look at them right now as they're coming up, and the celebrities that have died and the ones that are getting ready to die for the summer solstice sacrifice. This is a sacrifice ritual, and this man's been put on the chopping block not to punish him for what he did to Nipsey. There's no interest in getting justice for Nipsey. There's no interest in punishing somebody. They laid him down and assassinated him on purpose. MLK, Malcolm X, JFK, Nikola Tesla, Steve Jobs from Apple. A lot of these people have risen up out of the ground to come and watch this and to rally for him and give him love and energy. Because this was a corporate assassination of Armias Joseph Ashkedam. This is all theater. This is all, they don't give a fuck about him and giving justice for him. They don't give a fuck about Eric Holder. The Eric Holder is the patsy that you see. When you look at that gang and Big Lucifer and LAPD and the corporate, there's a multi-level and different race group of people that are involved in the investment of the Marathon property and the renovation, as well as the destruction of the black people that live in that area, as well as the Latins in that area to destroy that area. He also showed me people behind the scene. Nipsey's family and his mother is being watched. I don't know what type of projects or the way the mother has been given opportunities, new opportunities to make money because of the physical death of her son. But I see a white male. There's a group that's secretly behind working with the mother. So it looks good to her and it looks like a good opportunity for her. But really secretly, she's being watched and monitored and controlled because they murdered her son, assassinated him. This is so much deeper than you know. The rabbit hole is so much deeper than you know. The family's being monitored, and it also looks like somebody connected to Nipsey's mother's religious institution is watching and controlling the mother. He showed me these white men that are not police, but they are agents, FBI, CIA, Homeland Security. There's heavy federal security and investigations around this case. And some of the people involved in multi-billion-dollar real estate firms, because I see the 72nd floor. So I don't know which company is tied to that area, wanting that area, or he thought was his friend associated with Trump and People's multi-billion-dollar development, as well as Asian and Chinese. Not all Chinese work against some Asians that he worked with. They're tied to Mayor Garcetti and the city planning division, the mayor's office, and also tied into Mexico, Russia, and China. You will see you won't see them all, but this is also going back to that funeral home. I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm going to break it down later on. I'm going to see how nice y'all are to me and donate and really love and support Drip. When Nipsey goes down into the area of the property of the Crenshaw, that area, that district, the Baldwin Hills, going up into all the areas around there, he shows me a whole bunch of funeral plots and a whole bunch of land lots that's also tied into We Security, FOI, NOI, government, zoning, real estate, and planning divisions, and the mayor's office in LAPD. He showed me there's a lot of murder upon murder upon murder, stacks on bodies, on stacks on bodies, on top of stacks of bodies, where deeds and services and land have been stolen from the original people, stolen from so-called black people. People have been murdered. Other black folks have been sicked up on these people, and when they got older, and murdered them and took out loan scandals, fraud scandals, pulling out equity about an old people house and creating a drug epidemic, and had people go in their house or their relatives on dope and sucking dick. Go in there and trick their grandmama and they motherfucking mama and they motherfucking auntie, or like they want to be their nurse in there, want to be their friend, and drug them and sit around on there and fuck in the house and sell dope out the goddamn house, and then get them people on that shit, fake dope, nurses, aides, and assistant, and wrap them people hand around a motherfucking pen, forge them people name on a loan to get equity out of their house, and they motherfucking 70 and motherfucking 92 goddamn years old, trick them, get a junkie relative that they fucking a sucking dick and on dope, a few pennies, and take their property and then flip that property and put it in one person's name, another person's name, a dummy corporation, and then rape a lot of those so-called black heirs. And Nipsey tell me this go back to the 80s. Even the 70s, 60s, and 70s with insurance men going around getting policies on black people, walking through the motherfucking neighborhood, tricking them, putting them on Wall Street and in the stock market, and putting it in banks, washing money laundering it, and then buying up properties and getting these people on drugs. This all ties into what you see going on right now, rewashing destroying, taking property, and redistributing it. New center and man, the new man, the resurrection of a new man dealing with a transhuman agenda, and Arnold Schwarzenegger and Tookie Williams and Easy E is here talking about what is getting ready to go down. And a lot of people will die and be eliminated. Strange diseases, strange viruses, blood disorders. He also mentioned Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon and that boy named Orlando. The one that said him and Orlando said that Nick Cannon made a pass at him or some shit like that. They keep saying to me, Nick Cannon is being manipulated and controlled and got some type of chip, a nanobot in his blood. He has a blood disease, a rare that they put this on him, a rare blood disease and blood disorder. Nipsey and Dr. Sabi is coming up in here and said that Nick Cannon is not going to get well because of the oath that he's taken. And y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I don't think he did the documentary on Nipsey Hussle that he promised he was going to do. He cannot do it because a part of his, soul is soul, and a part of his soul is missing. And I see it in his blood. I'm willing to be wrong. It's some type of nanotech or nanobots in Nick Cannon blood. He got a blood disorder that go throughout his whole body. And some of them children, watch them children that he had by these different women, because they also witches and agents. And he fights with some of them women and don't get along with some of them women. They really don't love him. This is all arrangements and agreements where some of them children are going to be like farmed out, like sacrificed, like missing. Because Nick Cannon is not in balance, and the agreements that they made with him and opportunities. I'm hearing Nickelodeon. I don't know if he was ever tied to Nickelodeon, some type of comedy program, contracts, Walt Disney. I don't know if those were the affiliates or the companies that was handling him that he was working with. And he's also being betrayed by some of these black men that was around him with that comedy show. He think of their closet homosexual and bisexual and conflicted in the mind. Nick Cannon is also inflicted and infected in the mind through the blood cells and the blood tissue and nanobots and pathogens, microscopic organisms and pathogens in the blood that also affect different portions of his brain, his eyesight, his sleeping, his mood, his ability to be able to rest and heal, and inflammation inside of the body in the veins and the arteries and the veins. This is a condition I don't know if this man will be able to overcome. And like I say, this is AKT Celebrity Reads. I'm a psychic medium. I'm also a medical intuitive, so I don't know these people. I'm not saying this is true. This is for entertainment purposes only. I am seeing this in the spirit, and this goes back to that funeral home. John Singleton is still up here with Nipsey. They over there in that goddamn funeral home fighting and shit. They said it's finna be some goddamn slow singing, coffee drinking, and goddamn flower bringing again. More Illuminati deaf people in that industry. It's goddamn it finna come up right now because it's a part of the sacrifice ceremony, and it's a part of the Jack in the Box music box ceremony. I'm seeing Saw a goddamn jigsaw. Goddamn it, it's up here tricky down the motherfucker. Goddamn nail head is in this bitch that deal with the Rubik's Cube and dealt with Hellraiser and the King Demon that was played in the movie Hellraiser is up here walking through the goddamn courthouse out there in LA. He is up, and the niggas down here in Atlantis. I got to sit down and have a conversation with the nigga. I know what he told me to tell y'all, motherfucker. You know that motherfucker on Hellraiser, that real pasted goddamn white lily flower head with all them damn boxes drawn on her head with all them nails nailing that damn man head. Going through coming out that box, coming through other dimensions, but that will also be the jacker box or the music box where you crank that box. Soldier boy, tell him. And then that clown pop up out the goddamn box. Y'all better get ready because the ceremony is coming up real soon. Also tied to sports, football, baseball, basketball. I don't know about, and then betting. Illegal undercover rigging and betting of the games and numbers. And also there's a secret pool of betting and numbers dealing with the jury pools. Juries are going, because for some reason right now I see some white folks and some different race or mixed race people on there. All these people, oh, he got lupus. Thank you, baby boy. He really don't have lupus though. It's also a form of cancer in that man's blood, because they got him on watch and got him under control. And see, he's gonna goddamn clap his hand, crack his joke, shake his ass, and do his dance, because he's self-hating. That's what they're also saying. He likes any woman and anything that don't look like himself. And Mariah Carey need to be careful, because Mariah Carey got some demonic entities and sicknesses from having sex with him. And they don't always get along. I see Mariah Carey not stable in the head. She's beautiful and extremely talented, but she got a lot of mental problems and glitches in her head. And her mother's a high-level occultist, and her sister's a high-ranking witch too, but they fucked the sister head up and the brother, and deal with undercover sex trafficking and Illuminati child sex trafficking rituals on them. But Mariah not well in the head a lot of time, and she has aberrations on her. Different beings where you think it's her, she cannot control, but it's really not her, because she's being controlled and manipulated by the people that put these spells on her when she was very young in these secret camps out in the wood, these demonic sex, child sacrifice, demonic possession rituals of the child, especially the ones with the gifts. And then she got some more on there, having sex with people involved in the Illuminati, and the sex rituals of her baby daddy is one of them. That's a plant that does not run his life or control his life or control himself. And they're going to keep sitting down on him with that blood disease that could very potentially turn into cancer, because the cancer cells are already there. And you know, when somebody has blood cancer going down into, I see his bone marrow, down in his spine and down in the root of his spine, and the first chakra attacking his sex organs, is sitting around the sex organs in the base of the spine, and also hot spots I'm seeing in the brain. You know, he got to goddamn get right and goddamn come all the way in with some correction and goddamn wrong, goddamn it, injection. So he's not finna stand up and do no deep documentaries on Nipsey Hussle and Dr. Sabi, unless he is told by his handlers that he can do that shit. So you got all the OGs that were assassinated, that they finna resurrect and resuscitate. I told y'all through that death row shit. When they bring in that death row and Snoop and all these people's involved in that shit, and that like they trying to resurrect it, when they shot and assassinated Pac them and all the ones that really had a pure heart, they are getting ready to bring you back down to that goddamn Chang Yang death row era and put you up in the tower of the prison industrial complex, trick your brain, and put you in that cloud where you have that VR, virtual reality helmet on your head or in your goddamn eye, where you round here looking like a goddamn man, and you look like you want to be a man on the outside, fucking a bitch. But then when you get on that VR, you really dressed up like a sexy bitch with blonde hair, playing with a nigga, let a nigga fuck you all in your virtual pussy and fuck you all in your ass, flipping your nature, like I told y'all they was gonna goddamn do when I read Wendy Williams, what was it, February 2019, when they had the Super Bowl here in Atlanta, and I told y'all they were getting ready to kill all the real men of hip-hop that were about family and children and the resurrection of the consciousness of rebuilding what belongs to you, and then have a fake man that was a virtual man that was possessed by the demon that comes through CERN, pretending to be masculine, looking masculine, but undercover getting a booty pussy busted out by a damn man that really undercover is a goddamn woman. And that shit, a month later, they assassinated Nipsey. Then they start just wiping the real ones out. The ones that are not conflicted in their ass and in their dick, and they ain't got no conflicted with a VR or a virtual reality mind, where they're a woman in the mind but looking like a nigga on the outside and luring young men to play games. I think, what is that Black Mirror? I think that shit last night. I stayed about 3 or 4 o'clock watching that shit. I said, God damn, this is what the fuck I said. This is what Nipsey told me that they was motherfucking doing and trapping people's consciousness and having you look like a nigga on the outside, but really use a bitch nigga on the inside. Where this black man was best friend with this other black man. And he tell me, I got this VR tech, now I want you to play with me tonight. And the nigga come up as a Chinese bitch, a top fighter with some blonde hair. He always, I know they were off then when the nigga played a female role, and then his friend had a male role where he was an Asian fighter. And then he started kissing the man in his mind and in the etheric anatomy of him, and the virtual tech, which is also the soul part, the ghost part of him. Whereas a woman and this nigga playing a man, then had him fucking him all in his pussy in there. Then when he get up at the game, this nigga falling in love. Man, god damn. Y'all be wondering what's wrong with a lot of these men that y'all, thank you, baby, for putting my cash up and I ain't want to bother. I thought you were busy. Y'all think a lot of these niggas is righteous because they were too dark-skinned niggas. You think they, because they got melanin in them and they real black like that with some nappy hair like that and shit, some big old lip and a flat, wide ass damn trunk nose, that them niggas is really down for you and want to lay with you, man. Them niggas is heavy, and I encourage you to get into technology and learn about all the software and the program, because that's where they're getting you. They moving your ass to digital dick sucking, niggas getting digitally fucked in the ass, niggas getting digitally fucked in their mouth, niggas goddamn got pretend pussies on the astral and in the motherfucking VR so they can be they self. This nigga got so attached to his friend, clearly was sexual attraction to his friend, and act like it was a game all that time, to where he got so addicted to the nigga. I want to meet you. I want to see you. We're going in tonight. We're going in every night. And always coming there as a bitch, as a white skin, goddamn Chinese bitch with some blonde hair. But then he a tall, skinny, hard leg ass nigga in his physical body. So that nigga don't want to be that. So nigga coming up out his body, goddamn it, going in VR in the Black Mirror segment on Netflix. In there, sucking all on that man, dick all in the virtual game. Because it done went in and it took over the electromagnetism and the ghost particles of the brain. The God consciousness of the brain. The God particles of who you really are. Just fucking out on that man and then this man fuck him and talking about, don't you like that hot, wet pussy? I begin you, nigga, but you look like a Chinese bitch. And there was some bleach blonde Marilyn Monroe hair. But then when you take that VR off, you a tall, skinny, hard leg ass nigga with a nappy beard and some nappy hair around your mouth and head and want to suck that man dick out and suck that man thing to the point that he couldn't hardly function with his girlfriend in the bed who was younger than him. And the nigga he was doing it to and turning that nigga out and just sucking out on that man thing and pulling calm all out that man mushroom tip up there in the video game, and the man shaking and coming real hard and talking about he confused. Then get in there, goddamn it, and get in the bed with his physical wife, which he should have started playing the game with her. He's so fucked up that he can't even fuck her. She trying to grab on his dick, his thing just laying long and real soft and weak like that. And he thinking about the feminine part of that nigga up there in that virtual reality game. This nigga got so excited and goddamn turned on. And he always play a goddamn woman, that same Chinese bitch with that blonde hair, and just start throwing his pussy all up there in VR and going in deep trance to the point they met. He was like, look, let's just get this out. They met late at night on the street. If you want to kiss me, let's just kiss me. Let's just see if it's something between us or something we need to develop, or do we need to fucking let this shit go? I said, God damn, people don't. I've been telling y'all this. This been telling me this shit. This shit is for real. Who you are and what you are, it's not always in your body, the physical body. It's in the body of the ghost. And they have figured out the mapping of the mind, the mapping of the soul, the weighing of the soul. And a lot of them is coming from the reptilian agenda and the Luciferian agenda of Antarctica and Saturn, and dealing with the war god. And there's a war for your soul. This shit is going down. And that's how they get these little children. They get them in virtual VR and virtual realities and playing these roles. A little boy playing a girl. And then they come down out of the girl playing a boy and they looking at their body in the mirror. The shit doesn't match. And they can also send that technology out without even seeing you. Project thoughts and feelings into you and into your goddamn head to feel this shit. And what I'm telling you, this is a military technology, military industrial complex game and warfare and simulation for the elite entertainment. This is high ranking theater with this case, and that jury is flipped. That jury is tainted. I don't even know when they put the jury up there that they think it's going to give you justice. It might be flipped. It might be locked because this is not about justice. They're going to do something else with Eric Holder. They're going to sacrifice him. They have already sacrificed this nigga. This is already a ordained and signed and agreed to patsy that's going to take this file. I don't know what they're going to do with him. They find him guilty, where he's going to go. But the nigga is already motherfucking gone, paid, sold out, and bought. And these people, when I look at this, this is not about love. This is not about heartache and pain for Nipsey. This is about money, political strategy, political upheaval, and land. Land and the whole redistricting, reconstruction, resurfacing of land and 3-level tiers, underground city that's already there in place where the Asians were ran underground. They had to live there when they were discriminated against and during war. And the original natives was taken from that look like so-called niggas that ain't really. The land on the top and the political scramble, the political cutting, slicing, splicing, and dicing of redistricted zoning and planning of land that you see in that area, and the destruction of a people and the regentrification and locking up, killing, maiming, diseasing, and destroying and taking resources from them so they will suffer, letting people out of jail. I told y'all that's what Garshawn was going to do, the new DA. Now you see, the Nipsey told me that that's a helter-skelter agenda the nigga got, because I seen he was around during the Charles Manson helter-skelter trial. They letting that out, along with the drug agenda, sex trafficking agenda, mafia agenda that controlled by politicians, law enforcement, that also control the judges, lawyers, police. This agenda is going down, and it's going down right now. And this trial, I'm going to continue to watch. They said it might be aired, or someone might be aired today, starting the jury selection. I'm telling you, it is theater. It is a very methodical, treacherous play, a whole production that was put in place, and that's all it is they don't care about Nipsey. They don't care about Eric Holder. They only care about the land and the agenda of the land and all of the laws they're putting in place now and all of the elections that is going to help solidify bringing in the new level of destruction. That is what's going to go on this, and then destroying the water out there, the electricity out there, the food sources out there, the medical treatment out there, the legal system letting crazy motherfuckers out on purpose, a lot of bloodshed, a lot of disease. People are not being safe in their own house. People not safe in their own car. People not safe getting in and out of the goddamn car. And certain district where these tents and these homeless people live, them peoples is out there in them tents selling pussy. Them peoples is out there sucking dick out there in them pussy and tooting their booty up and throwing their ass back, making it clap and making it jump, secretly having drug trafficking and sex trafficking going on in them damn regular ass tents out there, goddammit. And corporate companies are sponsoring them in different cities, not just LA, to have them throwing pussy tents out there. Have them homeless people out there and secretly pay someone to run them whole houses in them damn tent. People going there getting their dick sucked, selling, you know what? And selling their booty out there in them damn tent houses and shooting folks out there and motherfucking have chain gang and gang bangs out there. Yes, also Denver, Colorado. I told y'all Detroit was one of them goddamn drug land, gang land, states and city because of all that water around and letting them demons out of there and murder down there in Detroit, Denver, Colorado, Oklahoma. Like I said, tied to the other ones, LA, DC, NYC, tri-states, the tri-city area, ATL. Also up there is he mentioned the Johnny Cochran firm is tied to this case. That's really not Johnny Cochran anymore. They just licensed probably his name and his face, and new laws also dealing with Hillary Clinton and them Democrats that's tied into this shit, and Silicon Valley. This is all going into a transhumanist agenda and moving this whole world digital and crashing the system and crashing the markets and moving everything to a chip. Destroying credit unions, destroying banks, destroying water and food sources by moving it digital. This system's crashing and falling, and because they feel like this is the end for them, so they got to try to bring this new era in and kill as many people of color as possible, thinking it's going to save them, but actually it's going to also be their downfall. And you deal with people that are descendants of Tasmania, the Bermuda Triangle, also the Asian Triangle that deals with heroin and drugs in Afghanistan and poppy man. You know what? This shit so goddamn much. So much real heavy gangland shit that y'all don't realize in Detroit and a lot of these other areas are tied to corporate sponsorships, lands, banks, land grabs, stock markets, secret government programs that are also tied into drugs, procuring of all the real estate, and sex trafficking and politics and laws and gun laws and bans and taking people's rights. Y'all, this shit is all tied together, and it goes back to the 60s and 70s. And they're using these nigga, no good motherfuckers, like I said, that look black like some hard leg niggas on the outside, but in the VR, it's a bitch. And virtual reality, they like to get fucked in they booty hole and they astral pussy and they virtual reality pussy and get a goddamn sex chain. That's behind this goddamn new Murder Inc. with Snoop Dogg and this new Death Row shit. They finna bring this shit in and sabotage and set this up and destroy black family and destroy black children's. This shit is going down. You better stock up. You better save up. You better get out of the inside of the system, depending on supporting and trusting these people. You better learn to trust yourself. You better call your ancestors. You better be doing your cleansing and protection ritual. I told y'all to protect yourself and clean house because they're cleaning the house for your goddamn ass. They're cleaning it right now. They're going to force you in a position to go to jail, to go to hell, take the chip, or go to the goddamn concentration camp, goddamn it. This real goddamn Hitler style, Nazi style type of system has been implemented, and human sacrifice system is tied to entertainment and sports. And these are war ceremonies that's finna goddamn come up at this bitch. You understand me? Understand what the fuck I'm talking about. The man is sitting here watching this coat, and he said it still ain't gonna be no justice for him. Even if Eric Holder is found guilty, it's because it's a part of a deeper political structure. They're gonna use him for something else because they don't give a fuck about punishing this man and giving this man no heavy, serious goddamn jail. They don't give a fuck. This just a nigga patsy that got a mental and emotional problem. Don't know if he going up or down. One day he wanna suck dick, the next thing he wanna get fucked and have somebody suck his dick and eat some pussy and pop them goddamn psych drugs, goddamn it, and beat somebody's ass, and then he got a head problem. Something wrong with this man's head, mental and emotional. The nigga throwed off, and some of that snuff, that angel dust, that heroin, I don't know what the fuck this nigga been sniffing up his goddamn nose like a cocktail, and the nigga's taking drugs in there and getting shit, and damn and now sucking dick, you know. This man has white handlers, agent handlers. So I don't know where they're going to have him and what they're going to have him doing. But this man, they're not trying to give him no long life to suffer and be punished. And that's not even what this shit about. And Nipsey was very intelligent, very defiant, and very arrogant. And he was doing the will of his ancestors and trying to merge the United States with the ancestors over in Africa, create a multi-level marketing, music, finance, export, import, so many things they was trying to do and to build. And they didn't want that shit to happen because they knew Nipsey's ancestors had lived over here, had been here before, and they were at war and still at war. And now they coming up at the ground, John Singleton. Like I'm single, so I'm all up with that shit. And I'm wondering what ancestors and Native Americans that indigenous John Singleton got tied to the land there in LA and other states, counties, and town in the US because they over there powwowing. It's be some mess and blood in the street. Just like Michael Jackson on that song, Murder on the Dance Floor, goddamn it. The red, white checkerboard with the goddamn red, excuse me, the black and white checkerboard with the goddamn blood red running through that motherfucker in the courthouse, in the church, and in the motherfucking Congress. These private meetings they have with these secret judge, jury, and goddamn executioner, but they don't put this shit together. This ain't nothing but a shit show. This is a very cold political theater and show for the elite for themselves, entertaining themselves and affirming the ushering of a new era and the death of a whole nother group of people. This is not going to be what the fuck you think. This is all entertainment for them and their peers. Worshiping, showing, and paying homage to their gods and their rules and regulations to bring in the new era. That is all the fuck this is. So we're going to watch this. And we're going to see, because I'm telling you what he's told me. This is a trick jury. All of them are not, but some key jurors on there flip. They're paid to be up there, and they're secret agents. They're not even real people. They have a fake name, a fake agenda, fake society, secret society organizations that have been put in there by feds that are part of a rogue crew, along with a rogue crew with the LAPD and a vicious, evil ass gang who implement these murders and put hits. And it's a lot of dead old people that's tied to land and property out that they've been taken, and then bodies stacked on top of bodies. These twisted plots rebuilt on top of another plot, and then another name and tied to a diamond corp or white corporation, so you can't even find out this shit that happened. And the people that really know, either on drug, mental institute, dead, or in motherfucking jail when ain't nobody gonna believe them, had all type of chemical lobotomies, fucked up botched surgery when nobody believe they regular ass in a motherfucking way, and set up their own fucking peoples and their own goddamn relative. This shit is so much, goddamn it. This shit is so heavy and so much, goddamn. I'm not even telling it all to you, goddamn it. I just wanted to introduce some of the shit that I think they throwing it. They throwing it, and I'm seeing Maxine Waters up in there. I wonder if they're in Congress right now. They got in the meetings right now where they think Maxine and Pelosi. Pelosi and her husband, Maxine Waters and her district, whoever's over there in that district, in that Crenshaw area, and they handle us above them. This is business, and this is for the state, going up to a higher level. And all the people that were strong and just like Nipsey that have been assassinated and Pac, they are here. Biggie is here. More water problems drawing up, more dead folks coming out the water, goddamn it. In Vegas, drawing up around goddamn LA out there in the desert. Eazy-E mentioned his son, Eazy-E Jr. and Jerry Heller. Jerry Hellcat Heller. And for some reason, Eazy-E mentioned his son, Eazy-E Jr. and say you need to look out there in that desert. Is he out in the desert or be out there in Vegas or live out there in goddamn Vegas and bodies out there? Because I heard him speaking very good of Jerry Heller and said Jerry Heller took care of him and took care of his daddy. Jerry Heller helped set Easy up with that damn shot. Because it's amazing that his wife or the child she was pregnant with, none of them had HIV and radical HIV and died. But Easy E, it's just real fucking weird. And I'm saying, he keeps saying his song, you don't know everything you think you know, it's hidden money. And Jerry Heller had something to do with it. And the people that run the music label, it's a whole nother separate account, or offshore, overseas accounts and money they making off him that you'll never get and you'll never see. You know, Eazy-E's a little bit upset in this bitch, you know, and he's got an issue with his son. I'm not really get too deep into the shit, but I know they came up with this death row shit and pop. It came up all around this water drawing up in these different states and counties in the town in the United States with these dead people's popping up. He telling me to tell y'all again, Nailhead from here. Keep y'all stinking ass at the goddamn federal parks and Yellowstone because they raising up the secret Egyptian mummies and the Egyptian, you know, you can look it up. I'm seeking. I find even here in Atlanta, Georgia, there were some professors a long time ago at Georgia State hid that shit because the so-called black people, the black Indians, lived up in the mountains of Georgia, North Georgia. They were so racist they killed our ancestors and ran them out of the mountains, and then they moved up in the mountains. There are Egyptian underground cities in these mountains in different parts of Atlanta, Georgia. And when the white professors founded at Georgia State, they hurry up and hushed the shit up. They folks know, and they done been in there and goddamn seen them, and as well as the natives that were here. Egypt is here. Atlanta is Atlantis, goddammit. And Lumerian motherfucking Egypt. They don't want you to know that shit and call your people. You need to call your people. You need to see about your people because they've been calling you in outer space and Lumeria and Sirius and all the other constellations. Every time, if you got a, whatever your birth sign is, look at the ruler of that. They up in there too in a different dimension. You don't know what the fuck up there. And you don't know what the fuck down here because you're too busy looking down at your goddamn phone, the one that's also creating the cloud and the alternative VR technology that you keep your stinking ass jammed up in, goddamn it. And what's under the goddamn ground, under the floor. That's why you're not getting that time. I'm waiting to see Jesus and go to heaven and all that bullshit. I got a place in heaven. Y'all, look, I don't have a problem with y'all. But stay the fuck out over here because y'all really believe Jesus gonna come to you and save you and you rather die instead of fight. I don't even know why y'all come up here and listen to me because I don't believe that shit no more. And I know that's what's not real. Why they telling you look at him where the fuck he at? What the fuck he doing? Because he letting his brother or comrade Lucifer Satan rule this planet and rule this world and fuck your motherfucking ass up and letting your ancestors' blood run and spill and ain't doing a motherfucking thing about it. And the ones that you tell not to do nothing, not to listen to, not to believe in, and the shit is false and not honor your ancestors and your bloodline. Them motherfuckers been trying to contact you forever, and they've been jamming them and jamming the frequency because they know where they motherfucking ass set. And they're usually in an Indian mound, which is now a federal reservation, a federal park, in a city near you. But you don't want to look at this shit. You up here calling on that fucking bullshit, and the more you call on them, you get your ass beat and your relatives shot. And they people run everything and be up on top, and you fucking don't. Tell me you gonna get your pie in the damn sky and sing and tap your damn foot with Jesus when you knock you out your motherfucking body. And what people don't realize, a lot of people, a lot of spirits fight, good and demonic, to get in a body. They'll do anything to get in one. And a lot of y'all will do anything to motherfucking get out of one. And fight the battle down here that somebody gonna fix some shit for you, goddamn it. You go up there and eat them hard, dried out saltine damn cracker and drank that little bitty cup of damn cheap Manischewitz goddamn wine in the communion for Jesus, all that bullshit. Look, then you want to come up here and say slick shit to me when I don't agree with that goddamn shit. Honey, I grew up in the church. I grew up in Atlanta and calling Jesus shit while we was getting our ass beat and locked in the house and tortured and beat up by our mother, who was a fucking preacher that was calling Jesus and Satan too. Jesus in the day and Satan that motherfucking night, sucking dick and now battle and fucking her motherfucking neighbors and shit next door and eating pussy and banging bitches all in her stinking ass. See, you can't tell me nothing about that shit. You can't tell me now about that shit. I ain't new to it, bitch. I'm true to the shit. I'm raised in the dirty South. I know the lies of that shit. And the God, I'll never go back in that motherfucking shit no goddamn more. That's right, baby. Ritual, they don't even motherfucking know that they motherfucking in and getting fucked up and going to a 9 to 5. They hate getting broke while everybody on top getting richer, living out there in your car, and then have to get up late at night and piss on the side of the car out there in the grass and open that spam can and slice that damn spam up and dig your hand in that while you out there goddamn jacking your dick and pulling a blanket over you in the back seat sleeping every goddamn day. That's Jesus. That's you, player. Okay. Keep your goddamn ass at these federal parks and hang around watching them, because we back in this season. Really never left out sacrificing and murdering of certain people. They can smell your blood, they know your blood, and they know your motherfucking blood type. They know you better than you motherfucking know you. And you sit up there and believe that bullshit. Then want to come over here and put death threats on me and threaten to whoop my ass and I'm a goddamn liar. You know, it's really weird to me that I've been talking shit about Nipsey. I mean, basically, I've been talking shit since 2006, goddamn it, with the vagina power thing shit. And everybody say I'm a liar, I ain't no good, and go sit down, no bitch, this and then you don't know. But see, why is it he was shot, assassinated in 2019? We in 2022 in the middle of it. And everything that people said I lied about and leave that man alone and stop talking about that man, you obsessed with that man and everybody else obsessed with him talking about him too. But I can't motherfucking talk about him. But you cannot prove everything I said is a goddamn lie. I wonder why it's that, since I'm such a goddamn liar and tell lies and suck dicks and see now all that bullshit. I really don't understand that. Because you should be able to prove what the fuck. Thank you, Big Mar. Thank you, beautiful king. And you see how they did that to me, just like some lady I don't even fucking know. And I'm gonna say this one more time, and I'm gonna say it every time I motherfucking feel like, if you don't like me, you don't like what I say and how I explain things to defend myself, just don't motherfucking come over here. Like a couple of days ago, this lady gonna write this long 5 and 6 goddamn paragraphs, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's my page, it's my videos. If I don't like your paragraph, the shit will not get posted. So you can stop wasting your breath and time trying to chastise me, goddammit, like you my motherfucking mama, and telling me what the fuck to do. Because last time I checked, I was real grown. I live my life the way I want to. I do what I want to say. For the first time in my life, you're not going to tell me how to do, how to be, what not to do, what not to be. You don't like it, just keep your motherfucking ass time over here. Some lady going to tell me, you always explaining, and you say, I think it was like on one of my King Von videos, put the comment, long ass motherfucking paragraph. You say you're in a class by yourself. I don't have to say that I'm in a class by myself. It's clear that I am in a class by myself. I'm the first one and the only one who ever had the nerve to create a TV show, 2006 public access Atlanta People TV, called Vagina Power, Spiritual Sexuality. And in 2022, I am still the only one in that lane by myself. I created penis power, sperm power, vagina power, etheric anatomy, spiritual sexuality. I just need to release it. And even the way I do my readings on people that are physically dead, still alive, I'm in my own lane the way I do that. I don't have to say, because I'm the one that I don't just talk shit and then can't motherfucking back it up. I am that bitch. I am in a class of my own. I stand alone. I don't try to copy nobody or go to nobody else's videos, put no comments on their readings, question their readings, challenge them, call them names, matter of fact, I don't say nothing to nobody unless I love them. What's up, Queen? Hey, but like I love Queen Domain, Quita Dean. I go say hey to her, shout out to her. The other lady I love, Fleur Burn. I said, hey, beautiful. A couple of days ago when she was talking about the time, people sent me the video on the time. I love her because she was the first one that was fucking with me a few years ago and would let me come on her show and do live reading. Well, about 7 or 8 years ago, she was fucking with me. If you don't see me coming on nobody video saying hey to them, I love you, Queen, beautiful Queen. Like one of my favorite readers is motherfucking Quita Dean, goddammit, Queen's Domain. If you don't see me saying nothing like that, I will not say nothing at all, because that's not what the fuck I do. I only respond. One of the main badass bitches who remind me of myself, that's also a Sagittarius, is badass, wild ass, sexy, juicy, goddammit, Monique. Because Monique is a Sag and Monique don't bother nobody. Brilliant mind and very intelligent unless you kick her. That's the only time she's going to clap, when she's clapping back. She doesn't start the clap. She claps back and responded. Just like with D.L. Hughley did her like that the other day. And you don't want to mess with her or mess with them. Because once you push that motherfucking bull, that motherfucker goes off and make your ass leak. The motherfucker starts sticking, moving, and goddamn stam. You really don't even want to deal with a motherfucker like Monique, goddamn it ass. But she don't bother nobody. You got to stick her first, and she only responds. And that's the kind of sage I am. I only respond, goddamn it. And I be trying not to, but I guess people like to respond. I don't like to respond. I don't like to be in that shit. But hey, if that's how y'all not gonna keep on kicking me and stomping me and treading on me, goddamn it, when I sit there and mind my own motherfucking business. And then that mind she got come out through that goddamn razor blade ass mouth that she got that AK for a mouth, goddamn it. Because y'all said that fuck with that lady. Some people come over here and tell me you need to do better and you're obsessed with Nipsey and I'm looking for a teacher. Bitch, I'm not looking for you, bitch. What is you, Patrice Russian, goddamn it? I've been looking for you. Haven't you? No, bitch, look. Take your Patrice Russian acting ass. Y'all know who Patrice Russian is. Goddamn it, look at the old song. Real cute. Them long cornrows with stones and shit in her head. I've been looking for you. I've been looking for you. Bitch, I ain't looking for you. You don't look for me, bitch. You don't pick me. I pick you. I pick people who I read. You don't pick me as your reader. I pick who I make products for. You don't pick me to make your motherfucking products for. Do better. Seem like you got anger issues. Your talk real calm and go out. Bitch, I've been doing that since I came out with Vagina Power. I like action and entertainment and fun and intensity. So if you don't like that and ma'am, do better. I'm looking for a teacher. Bitch, I ain't looking for you to be my student. I got students that I love because they love me. They ride for me. They feed me. They sing to me. They cry for me. They donate to me. All the real motherfucking bitches and real niggas, goddamn it, fisted so I can still say and like these goddamn counter bitch because they didn't want a bitch. And then even the one that I don't like that name, auntie and all that shit. And I still don't because I'm not their auntie. But I'm going to tell you the real ones that really see me like that. And as they mama and Queen Drip and Supreme Drip is the one that stopped me from being homeless, goddamn it. And help me to get them rats and shit out my goddamn house and fix that roof where the spirit knocked that nigga through the goddamn attic and knocked them down shit on themselves in the bathroom. Them the ones that I let call me that affect they mama, they teacher, and say that shit. They went in their pockets and came to see about me and sent food to the door or in Atlanta walked to the door and dropped the shit off. Them the ones my student. Them the ones my sisters, brothers, my father figures, my motherfucking aunties and friends that love me and down for me. So people that really fucks with me and don't care about the rages, the tantrums, you can look at, see the bitch don't know me too well. Because if you look at my old Alexis K. Tyler Vagina Power show when I was really motherfucking popping and viral every motherfucking where before I got poisoned and got sick, they know I might come out real calm and then fucking snap at any motherfucking given moment. That shit ain't new. Oh, that mean you ain't got your anger. No, that don't mean I ain't got on my anger. I'm just a wild ass bitch. Well, that's the other side of me that I be trying to keep her under control, but y'all won't let me keep her under control. That's the part of me that I was never allowed to speak true and seen and not heard and beat up from a child all my motherfucking life and never stood in my power until now. You do you, bitch. Because I don't ever say that when I see y'all smoking dope and selling pussy and sucking dicks and getting BBLs and all that shit. I don't say nothing because it ain't my motherfucking business and it don't affect me. And when it do, I'll say something to you. That's the one thing I don't have a fucking problem with. I'm not finna get on no goddamn emoji. I'm not finna get no fake name and say nothing to you. And if I gotta do that, I ain't gonna say nothing at all. Whenever I fucking say something, address somebody, I use my real face, my real teeth and tongue, goddammit, and my real motherfucking name. But I don't put my teeth and tongue on nobody. I don't go to nobody's page and shit and fuck with them. And do no commentary on them unless it's a response to what the fuck you did to me. So since you don't like me and I got to explain shit and why I got to explain shit and what's wrong with me and why I'm on Nip. But it's funny. You the one obsessed with me and you looking for me, Patrice Russian, goddammit. And you want to be my student. I'm not looking to be your teacher. I'm not looking to see what the fuck you doing. You want me to stop talking about Nipsey. You want me to stop honoring him. You want me to stop praying for him. You want me to stop sharing his messages because he physically dead. But you sure said you want me to focus on you. You want me to stop being obsessed with him, but you want me to be obsessed with you. You don't want me to listen to him and bring his teaching, but you want to get my motherfucking teaching. Bitch, you can't even afford me, bitch. You can't afford me, bitch. You don't even know my rates and my prices, but it sounds like you was a younger bitch. And I'm so tired of y'all younger bitches think because you're younger, you smarter, you don't know a motherfucking thing. And you don't have the life skills and life experiences. And you think you do because you're trying to tell me to do better and check me. But bitch, you want me to teach you. You want me to be obsessed with pleasing you, talking, acting, walking, talking, being the way you want me to be so that I can ask you into my worlds and give you what's in my brain and what's giving you in my motherfucking VR technology cloud that the ancestors gave to me. So it seems like I don't have the problem. You do. And you're trying to tell me and chastise me to make me see you and focus on you. Why? Because you got a physical living body, but you fucking dead. And if I'm so messed up and dead and obsessed with him, why the fuck you checking for me and trying to redirect my energy off of him onto you? It will never happen, bitch. It will never happen, bitch. It will never happen, bitch. I'm going to talk to this is my life. I'm a necromancer, bitch. I live in the underworld. I live with the dead every day, and I fucking love it. I was born for this shit, and Nipsey helped me finally embrace it and be who I always was, that I was afraid to be, that my mother is, my grandmother is, my great-great-great-great-grandmothers, my uncles, my aunties from down here, and the Native American ones from Georgia that will go out in the woods all day and talk to dirt, trees, and motherfucking flowers and make blends and know what trees to go to and berries to motherfucking pick to make salve, to help the blind see and the motherfucking cripple walk, goddammit, and to realize the real motherfucking lie. You're not gonna shame me. You're not gonna embarrass me. This nigga done help me be all I can be, goddamn, like Uncle Sam and this motherfucker. TikTok, you don't stop, bitch. Keep sucking dicks, stay out my business, bitch, and let your panties motherfucking drop.